What's shaking, my friends? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Shay. Today we are starting week 2 of Battleathon. I am watching the Georgia game. It is Saturday, September the 9th, and I have started this morning my journey into the books I pulled out of my self-published jar. So I started out by reading Steel Guardian by Cameron Corral, and this is the first sci-fi book I think I've read where the main character is completely AI. I know I've read Murderbot, so maybe we can count Murderbot. Maybe this is the second one. But I decided to read it because I read Lightbringer earlier and I was in my sci-fi mood. And I want to get into more sci-fi. That's kind of a goal of mine. So I don't know what place this book came in SPSFC, but it was high. Either one, it didn't win, but I think it came in second place. I don't know. I cannot recall. But this is following, there's a world where bots have kind of taken over, but you still have your good bots, you have your bad bots, and I think humans also are not good because I don't think there's many left, but of course, now that bots have kind of taken over, humans are against all bots, so they're attacking all bots, good or bad. Anyway, so we're following our main character. He is a robot and he goes to take shelter to hide from some soldier bots into this school, and he encounters another bot who states he cannot do his mission anymore. So our main character has to take his package and complete his mission, and his package happens to be a child, a baby. And so he takes this baby, and we're going on in this journey of why is there a baby? Obviously the soldier bots and are also looking for the child. So what is the purpose of this child? Why is there this random child? Who is the mother? What's happened with this child? And we have this bot that's trying to figure out how he can get this child to safety and care for this child. And I think it's a very, very interesting premise, and I am looking forward to continuing on. I am at about the 20% mark. I like it. I'm jiving with the writing style. I think, again, it's kind of a different kind of book for me to read because like I said, I haven't read many books like this. So I'm interested to kind of see the world fleshed out a little more, find out what exactly has happened to this particular world. I am interested in meeting new characters. Right now we've kind of met just him. We are just kind of with our main character, so I'm interested in trying to find maybe some new characters to bring some life to the story. But overall, I am enjoying my time. I'm going to keep reading. I'm going to watch this Georgia game, and I will check in later. I'm back, and still Saturday. The dogs won. Yes, go dogs. But I'll go ahead and tell you that I'm now 50% into Steel Guardian and still kind of figuring out the world. I did kind of wonder if there was going to be another main character that was introduced to the story and kind of who that main character would be. And the past couple chapters, we finally have gotten that main character, and it is a human female. So we have this robot, the baby, and now we have this female human. And it comes about because obviously he, as a robot, does not have what it takes necessarily to take care of a human baby. And so in his database, he knows that female humans are kind of the mothers, and they should be able to take care of human babies, which is a very very bad stereotype. But so that's how he comes up with meeting up with this female human. He's hoping that she can help take care of this baby. So really the main plot of the story is still, or the main question is still, who is this baby? Why is she so important? Because now, you know, they have targets on their heads because the security bad robots, AI beings, know that they have this baby, and so they are on the run and from these robots that are looking for this child. So who is this baby? Who is the baby? I don't know. That's the main kind of question of the story. I'm still enjoying myself. There's not anything that really stands out to me about this book. It's just kind of, I've never read a book like this, so I don't know what to even compare it to, but it's still fine, and I'm enjoying my time, and I still want to know who the baby is and why there is a baby. And so I'm going to keep reading on to find that out. I'm hoping to actually finish Steel Guardian today, yay, and jump into something else. Okay, So, I finished Steel Guardian last night. It's Sunday now. I finished it last night and wound up giving it 3 stars. I think overall it was a great book, and it's a book that I think that someone will really, really enjoy. My problem with it was, again, the world. You know, we have this post-apocalyptic world. And it's not as fleshed out as I wanted it to be, and I didn't connect with our main AI robot character as much. My dogs are hassling because they just came back from a walk, so... and this is just the way that I live my life now, with hassling dogs. So, anyway, right now I think there's 4 books in the series, and to be honest with you, I can feel that... I'm not saying that it's going to be repetitive, but I'm wondering what the other books are going to be about. Because, you know, interesting. I liked our other main character. I liked the female main character. I liked how the ending went. And we finally found out, you know, why this child is important. So, yeah, overall 3 stars. Not sure if I'm going to continue on or not. And then comes the conundrum of what am I going to read now that I finished that. Now, I've read 4 books off of my jars, my TBR jars for the month, so I have 2 more to go, but I kind of want to read something different. You know, for Battleathon, we're supposed to be reading 5-star predictions, books that we think are going to be 5 stars. I have no idea what's going to be 5 stars, and historically, I have not been very good at predicting that, so we're going to go back to the jars, because that's just how I'm feeling. I do want an audiobook, so if I pick something that doesn't have an audio, then I'm going to have to redraw. But we're going to pick out of the jar because I just have indecisiveness about everything in my life. Alright, we're going to shuffle these and we are going to get into here. I'm trying to do right by my Red Dragon friends in Battleathon and get an audiobook. So this isn't an audiobook, we just can't do it. Okay. Legend of Tao. This is by J.D.L. Russell, I think. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, that I have this audiobook. So, I am coming for you. I am going to read The Legend of Tao. Tall? I don't know. I'm going to read it. Alright, I will catch you guys when I get into the book. Alright, so I'm checking back in. I'm 114 pages into The Legend of Tao. And we open up the story where we have a chicken farmer and his teenage neighbor. They are on the chicken farm together and a mysterious stranger appears. They have to leave and then go on a quest. And maybe things aren't quite what they seem with said chicken farmer, and we are kind of getting to know the world and all of that. I have to say that I knew within the first 3 chapters of this book that it was something special to me, and I always get this feeling of when things are going to go my way or be 5-star reads. I just get this feeling. I don't know how y'all are in y'all's books. My dog, of course, is licking, but but I feel with this book. Listen, if you guys are not reading indie self-pub books, you guys are missing completely out. Should I be starting a new series? No, because I have 5,000 series ongoing, but I am so enjoying this. I'm enjoying the characters. I'm not the biggest fan of quest stories, so I'm wondering how it's going to go from here for me, but I like the characters so much, and I connected so fast to these characters that I just feel like, even though I'm not the biggest fan of quest stories, that this is gonna be a story for me. So I have a couple of days to back the Kickstarter as I am filming this. Number 1, I knew there was a Kickstarter for this. I saw the beautiful edition of this, and it just so happened that I pulled this out of my jar because it wants me to buy the book, okay? So if I continue to like it as much as I do, I will back the Kickstarter, but we will see how things go. But now it's looking pretty good. I will check in when I get a little bit further in the book. I have about 100 pages left of Legend of Tao. It is now Thursday. I should have been finished with this book. However, work week has just been very, very chaotic. And so there were things that I had to do after work, so I didn't get much reading time in, but I'm very much still loving myself. So much so that I did go ahead and back the Kickstarter, so I will be getting that gorgeous, gorgeous edition. So I'm super excited about that. I'm continuing to love the characters. Is really where this book shines. I'm also really enjoying the plot. So I don't know what I said the last time because it's been so long, but we, you know, again have this boy that was neighbors with this man, and this messenger comes and basically says, hey, we have to go off to somewhere else to do a mission, or the king has requested that you come along. So he takes this boy, his neighbor, with him, and things aren't quite what they seem. This man who has been his neighbor for I think 5 years or so is not who he says he has been. He's not just some regular farmer Joe. And so they go and whisk away to the king, and the king has kind of a mission for them. And so you're learning about the world, their mission, and betrayal, treachery, all kinds of different things. And I'm enjoying my time. I am loving the characters. I'm not quite, there was this like romantic plot with the teenage boy, which I wasn't really a fan of. But, I mean, some people might like it, but I'm still really enjoying my time with the plot of this book, what's happening in the book. I think their writing style is fantastic, and I cannot wait to finish this book. So I'm going to go and read it now, and hopefully I can finish it tonight, and then pop it back in with my final thoughts on The Legend of Tal. The AC flicked on, but I'm just gonna let this roll. I really ended up loving A King's Bargain by J.D.L. Russell, I think is what his name is. I'm not Roselle. I don't know. I feel like I looked this up and then it went out of my brain. But anyway, I really ended up enjoying my time. When I first started, it was a definite 5-star feel, and then the further I got onto it, there were a few pacing issues. It just moved a little bit too quickly for me there towards the latter quarter of the book. And so that's why overall that I wound up giving it a 4-star, but I really honestly enjoyed my time, and I've read, you know, I like to sneak a peek into book 2s, and so I feel like the people that, you know, rated A King's Bargain 4 stars, a lot of them rated the second book 5 stars. So I feel like that I'm going to really enjoy how the series progresses, and I would highly recommend this book. I backed the Kickstarter, so I'm going to get that gorgeous edition, but I would highly recommend this book for any fantasy lover, because I feel like there's some common tropes in it that people might like, and it also feels a little bit like sometimes leans into some classic fantasy. So I'm watching football, as you can see. I didn't get as much reading done as I had hoped this week, and that's secondary to, you know, my mental health. This week at work has probably been the worst week at work in some years. So my mental health was not very good. So Battleathon week 2, I ended up reading 2 books for that, and one was a 3-star, one was a 4-star. So not my best reading moments, but I'm ready to go into week 3, and hopefully I will have a better week. I will catch you guys in the next one.